Welcome to BurstFIT, the fastest way to get fit. I'm Dr. Josh. Today we're going to be working your abs and sculpting your back. We've got Chelsea here who's going to be doing the beginner version. Now, if you're looking for low impact, watch Chelsea closely. Over here we've got Abby. She's going to be doing the intermediate version. So for some of you that have some experience exercising, watch Abby. And Steve is doing the advanced version over here. And he's actually a CrossFit athlete. So if you really want to challenge yourself, follow Steve. All right, you ready to burst and get those abs and that back sculpted? All right, let's get started with V-ups. All right, you're going to get down on your mat here to start. And we're going up and back like so. All right, keeping those legs parallel. All right, let's watch Chelsea here. So again, she's doing the beginner version. You can see her here doing one leg at a time with V-ups. Again, coming out and back. When you're doing this exercise, you want to make sure your back is flat like so, supporting yourself with your arms like this. Watching Abby, you can see the difference in what she's doing. She's doing both legs at the same time. And when you're doing this exercise, make sure you're squeezing those abs. Remember, form is more important than speed. Form is everything when it comes to sculpting those abs. For those of you seeing Steve over here, look at him, he's doing all the way open, all the way out. And when he's doing this, legs, Steve, get those legs up just a little bit, more parallel to the floor, perfect form. All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're going into rows. All right, here we go. And you're gonna be doing 2 arms at the same time, really working that back and squeeze. All right. Now look at Chelsea, she's on her knees here. And again, when you're doing this, it's like you're squeezing a hand in between your shoulder blades, really working on sculpting that back. You can see the difference with what Abby's doing here. She's more forward than Chelsea, working more of those obliques during this exercise. And we've got Steven here, who again is doing a full plank while doing the double row. All right, and when you're doing these planks, your body should be close to parallel to the ground like so. And again, this is really working that core. Your core is really the foundation of your body. Great job, guys. All right, 10 seconds, as hard as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our next exercise are gonna be plank pikes. You're gonna put the weights to the side. Get down like you're gonna be in push-up position, but get on your elbows, and it's up and down, up and down, up and down. All right, check out Chelsea here. She's doing this from her knees. And when you're doing this, you're coming up, squeezing those abs, ripping those abs up. Great job, Chelsea. All right, you can see Abby here doing just the regular version, coming up, squeezing. Great job. Watch Steve here as well. Great form, Steve, getting that back flat. And really coming up, watch him on his toes here, also getting a little bit of a calf workout. Great job. I'm going to jump down here and do this set with you guys. All right, 15 seconds, up and squeeze. Working those obliques, 10 seconds, you got it. 5, 4, 2, and 1. We're taking a 30-second break. Next exercise we're going to be jumping into are going to be rows. That's where we're going to be really sculpting that back. We'll get into that to start. You're going to need your weights for this next exercise. Everybody get a breather. Get a drink of water if you need one. All right. We're going to start here in 10 seconds. Catch your breath. Get ready for our next round here. We're going to start off with rows. All right, let's go. All right, really working that back. Here we go. And squeeze. Great job, all right. See how Chelsea's doing here? Great form there. Abby, good job. And again, what you're gonna imagine you're doing is squeezing something in between those shoulder blades right there. All right. Steve, great job. Now, what you're gonna notice in Steve, the advanced variation here, he's up on his toes. So it's requiring some balance. Okay, so watch this, guys. Grab the weights, up on the toes like so. Squeeze. Great job. 15 seconds. Push it. And it doesn't take a lot of weight to really sculpt your back. Come up and squeeze, 3, 2, and 1. All right, next exercise is suitcases. We're getting back down on the mat. Hands behind your head and up. All right, let's check out Chelsea's beginner modification. Great job, Chelsea. One leg at a time, coming up, squeezing. When you're doing this, again, you're not coming that far up off the mat. Really just focus on squeezing those abdominals and working those hip flexors. Abby, she's actually doing both legs, coming up slightly off the ground. Look at what Steve's doing here, though. He's actually bringing his whole butt off the ground. That's why they call it a suitcase. It's like we're folding him up here, like so. Great job, Steve. 10 seconds. Then we're going to get into plank climbers. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Getting down to plank climbers. You're getting in plank position like this, back flat. All right, knee up towards your wrist, over. For those doing intermediate and advanced. Great. Look at Chelsea here. Now her variation of beginner, she's not twisting. She's in plank position, knees straight up. This is working on those lower abdominal muscles. You can see Abby here, straight up and over. Abby's got great form here. She's keeping her back fairly flat. Now what you don't want to be doing on this is arching up like that. Keeping it flat, that's a key to doing a great plank. Good job, Steve. All right, guys, push it. 15 more seconds till the end of the round. Keep fighting on all you've got here. All right, let's go. 10 seconds. Here we go, guys. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, great job. 1 round done, 2 to go. All right, on this next round, I really want you to focus on form. Remember, really focus on stabilizing and flexing those abdominal muscles, squeezing them together. Same thing on your back. Again, it doesn't take, you don't want to be swinging a lot when you're doing this. You should be very stable, moving back and forth. We're getting started with V-ups right now. Let's go ahead and get back down on your mat. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Feeling good. Round 2. All right. Almost halfway done. Not quite. All right. Let's check out Chelsea here. Again, doing the beginner modifications. Great job. 1 leg at a time. Squeezing up. Great job. All right. Check out Abby here. Abby, how you feeling?
Feeling good.
Great. All right. Good form there. All right. Steve doing the advanced version. A little bit tougher here. All right, great job, Steve. You can see what Steve's doing here. He's really going way down and coming all the way up together. Again, you can see that V shape, why they call it a V up. All right, great job, Abby. You can see her supporting herself with her hands. All right, I'm going to jump down here, do the last 15 seconds with you. Let's go, 15 seconds. Great, squeeze. Remember, good form. Let's keep those legs parallel to the ground. Great job, 5 seconds. And we are getting into rows. Let's row. All right. Get those dumbbells here. Spread yourself out in plank position. Here we go. 1 and 2. Really squeezing those rhomboid muscles. Here we go. Check out Chelsea. She's doing the modification on her knees. Great job, Chelsea. Putting my hand in between her back. She's squeezing her hand. Imagine you're squeezing something in between those shoulder blades. Abby's variation here. Leaning forward on her knees. That's actually working more of the obliques now. Cutting up those abs. Check out Steve. Full plank right now. Doing these rows. Great job, Steve. Come on, push it. And again, we want that back as flat as possible. Get it down a little bit. Great job. There you go. That's the form we want. It's all about form. 10 seconds. Here we go. Let's get down into doing the rows. All right, 5 seconds. We're going into plank pikes next. This is fun, isn't it? All right, here we go. Plank pikes. Get down on those elbows. Some of you are on your knees. Some of you guys are on your feet. Here we go. And up, down, and up, down, and up, down, and up. Okay, Now you should be feeling this in your shoulders as well some. Great job, Chelsea. Here we go. Check out Abby here. And up. When she gets up, when you get to the very top, you want to squeeze. That's what's really working those abs, causing you to be able to see those. Great job. If you guys want a six-pack like Steve, watch him here. Great job. All right. 20 seconds left. Let's go, guys. Push it as hard as you can. And we're taking a break here. 15 seconds. All right. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take a 30-second break. Then we're getting into rows. All right, here we go. Grab a drink of water if you need to. Towel yourself off. Or, hey, just let the sweat drip. Sweat is basically weakness leaving your body. All right, here we go. 10 seconds. Catch your breath. Rest a little bit. Because we're going to go hard here this next round. We're ripping up that core, abs, and back in 2 and 1. Relevate rows. Okay. Grab those dumbbells. Here we go. And squeeze. And squeeze. And squeeze. What I want you guys doing at the top is really taking a second squeezing. Squeeze. As far as you can. Great job. All right. You having fun?
Yeah.
All right. Good job. Here we go. Good job, Abby. All right. Let me show you guys a quick variation here. When you're doing this, if you really want to work your back muscles, you're holding the dumbbells like this. If you're twisting, you actually start working your rear delts. We want you working your back in this exercise. Keep your handles like so. All right. Check out Steve here. All right, Steve, I want you not moving quite as much. There you go. So none of this. All right. Hold your position, squeeze. There you go. 3, 2, 1. We're getting down and doing suitcases. Get down here with me. All right, 1 minute suitcases and up. Now check me out on this one. Again, pelvis, your knees are coming up by your head. All right. And you'll really feel that in those lower abs. Chelsea, great job. You can see Chelsea one leg at a time here. Really working those obliques there as well. Great job. All right, you can see Abby here. Now she's bringing her pelvis lightly off the floor, not all the way as far as Steve, but slightly off the floor. Great job. Abby, have you moved that upper body a little bit more? Perfect. Great job. 15 seconds, keep fighting. Look at Steve coming all the way up, man. We are really blasting those lower abs. Get down here, 10 seconds. Great. And 5. Fight, come on, squeeze those abs. All right, we're doing plank climbs. 1 minute, here we go. Get down here in plank position. You can see my back nice and flat here, guys. And over. It's all about form. All right, let's check out Chelsea here. Now you can see her variation. There's no twisting. She's coming straight up. This is working those hip flexors and those lower abs. We're burning off the body fat here. All right, let's check out Abby. She's coming over. Great job. You can see how her back is nice and flat. All right, Steve doing our advanced version. Great job here, Steve. And really, when you're doing this exercise, when you're bringing your leg over, you should really be feeling those abs. 10 seconds, and then we've got a break. Come on, guys. Up and over. Fight. There we go. Feeling those abs in that core. All right. Let's take a 30-second break. When you're working your abs, it is so important to have your form good. What can happen is if you start arching your back, that's the way you can actually injure discs in your back, pull muscles. You want to make sure your back is flat and your form is good. Also, you really want to focus on squeezing those abdominal muscles together, flexing them as much as possible. 5 seconds. Let's start our V-ups. Let's go ahead and get down now and get started. Here we go with V-ups. Here we go. Fight it last round, guys. Push it. All right, let's check out Chelsea, how she's doing here with the beginner moves. Great job. Again, working those obliques. How you feeling?
Feeling good.
Awesome. Great. Keep it going. All right, check out Abby here. One of the things I want Abby to change here, bring those legs a little bit more up to parallel. Perfect. Parallel with the ground. You're rocking it. Great job. Check out Steven here. All right, you can see the full V here coming up, really squeezing together. The great thing about these moves right here in the V up, you're getting some good cardio in and strength there in the abdominal muscles. Let me get down here and show you a little bit more. Here we go. And squeeze. Come on, guys. 10 seconds left, last round here of V-ups. In 5 seconds, then we're jumping into rows. In 2 and 1. Grab those weights. Let's get down here. Here we go. All right. Feeling good. All right, really work that back. And again, make sure your form is flat like this. Good job here, Chelsea. You can see she's on her knees. Really coming up, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Check out Abby. Her variation again, leaning more forward. Great job. See legs off the mat. Steven here. What I like about what he's doing here, he's pretty flat on his back, on his toes. Again, what you don't want to be doing on these V-ups is going like this. You want to be down, flat. Here we go. All right. Next, we're going into plank hikes. Working the back and abs at the same time. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's move those weights to the side. Get down on those elbows and squeeze. Down. Squeeze. Here we go. Give it 100%. All I'm asking is for all you got. 100%. Here we go. Check out Chelsea here. She's getting nice and flat. Remember this, if you get tired, it's okay to reset, take a 5-second break, and then burst again. All right, let's check out Abby here. Great job, Abby. When you get to the top of that plank or of that V, squeeze together. Really working, shredding those abs. Great job, Steve. We are burning some calories now. How you feeling?
Feeling great.
He's working hard. All right. Great job. 10 more seconds. Here we go, plank pikes. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Let's take a 30-second break. Hey, catch your breath. You've been working hard. Great job, guys. Next exercise we're going to get into are rows. Remember, like I've said the whole time, form is key, but you really want to focus on squeezing those muscles at the top. Really, that's the difference. If you look at people who have really a lot of definition in their muscles, part of it is how you finish. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish. So when you are doing this, it's squeeze at the top. Let's get started. Here we go. And up. All right. And squeeze. Great job. Let's check out Chelsea here. Good job. And let me say this too. Depending on the amount of weight you have, you may be using 1 pound, 5 pound, 3 pound. Most women start with 2 to 3 pound weights. Most men around 4 to 5 pound weights when doing this exercise. Just what I have you do is bend over just a little more, just like that. Perfect. Great job. All right, let's check out Abby here. Great job. Similar thing, bend over a little bit. Okay, good. All right, 20 seconds left. Keep pushing it. Let's see Steve here. What I want to have happen here is I want him to stay still there. Perfect. Just like that. Squeeze those muscles together. Great job. 10 seconds left. Let's keep pushing it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do some suitcases. All right. Last round here. We're packing our bags and I don't know if we're going home. Maybe we're going to stay and do some more. All right. Let's get that pelvis off the ground here if you're doing advanced. Up. It's really working those lower abdominal muscles. Check out Chelsea. 1 leg at a time, still going strong. Great job here. All right, we've got Abby squeezing up. Really the difference again, Steve and Abby. Abby's bringing her pelvis slightly off the floor, butt up just a little bit. Steve's bringing it all the way off the ground. You want to talk about burning some abdominal fat off? This is doing a great job of that. Plus, working the hip flexors. Good job. All right. 10 seconds. Give me all you got. Squeeze those abdominals. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank climbers, 1 minute. Let's get in your plank position. Up and over. Up and over. Great, here we go. We're almost done. Final round. Last 45 seconds to the finish line. Almost. All right. Here we go. Let me say this. If you get tired, rest 5 seconds and then back again. Start bursting. All right. 30 seconds, all you got. Chelsea, give me all you got there. Great job. All right. Abby, how you feeling? Great. Abby's a triathlete, so she's really, she's used to kicking in the last leg here. Great. Check out Steve. Now, this is where it's getting really hard here at the end. It's okay. His back's coming up a little bit. That's okay. Last 10 seconds, he's gone hard. Just give me all you got. 5 seconds here. Give it all you got here. In 3, 2, 1. Take a break. You deserve it. But for just 30 more seconds, because we're going into the bonus round. In this last bonus round, we'll get started in 20 seconds. We're going to be doing 20 on, 10 off. So I'm going to ask you to give me 20 seconds as hard as you can. We're going to be doing sprints, basically high knees. You're going to bring those knees up as high as you can. Beginners, watch Chelsea for modification. Advanced, watch Steve for modification. Here we go, 20 seconds, as hard as you can. Get those knees up. This is called a burst, all right? This is Tabata training, 20 on, 10 off as fast as you can. Here we go, 10 seconds. We're going in the finish line. Come on, as fast as you can, as high as you can. Great job. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds. Now this is really bringing up your endurance and shredding that fat much more. Okay, I don't have more time to talk. Let's go. Here we go. Now check out Chelsea doing the beginner version. Low impact still. She's not sprinting like they are. Low impact. Great job. Here we go. Let's get those knees high. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds. I know it's not that long. Give me 1 more minute as hard as you can. We're shredding up in 2 and 1. Let's go. High knees. Come on. Come on. Let's go, guys. Steve, come on. Give me all you got here. Let's go. Great job. Great job, guys. Get them high. Hit my hand here, Abby. There you go. High as you can. 5 seconds. All you got. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Take a break. You got 20 seconds left. Give me all you got. This last 20 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Come on. Let's get those knees up as high as you can. Swing them. Pump those arms. Here we go. 10 seconds. Fight. Give me all you got. That's all I ask is for everything. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Great job, guys. Way to go. You just cut up your abs, sculpted your back. Great job doing BurstFIT. Take a well-deserved break.